Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod beats the Mandem City pod, where we talk all things in regards to the two Manchester clubs. Manchester City drew earlier today against Brighton, 2 apiece in a very entertaining game. But were they fortunate to leave the game with a point? I think they were. I think Brighton were a much better side in the second half. And our City in danger of not just dropping out of the top 4, because it's looking like it's going to be top 5 for Champions League. Are they in trouble of finishing outside of the top 5? Can they still salvage their pitiful season with an FA Cup? So we'll be discussing that. In regards to Manchester United, Ratcliffe has been talking a lot. Did an interview today. He did an interview a couple of days ago. And the biggest thing I took away from the interviews is that he admitted that keeping Eric Ten Hag was a mistake. Hey, who would have thought that keeping the manager that broke all types of records was an awful mistake? Who would have thought that keeping the manager who had your worst ever Premier League finish the season before, and in that same season had the worst ever European campaign in British history, was a mistake? Who would have thought it, people? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought someone, it's like putting a driver who's behind the wheel and he's had 2 write-offs. He's writ off a car twice. And you say, hey, here's a Ferrari. Drive that. Come on now. You know what it's going to be. But whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, make sure you hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Run up the likes when you enter the city of sarcasm. Pay the tax. Hit that like button. Please make sure you share across all the socials at That's Be Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Be Flawless. We are welcome to the show. You know, probably kind of the second greatest exploit, or what should I say? Yeah. Kind of the Canadian second greatest person, probably next to just behind Trish Stratus. We got Vaya Games TV in the building. Yes, Vaya, what are you saying, man? What's going on?
This man said Trish Status.
Yeah, no, look at his face.
You're not escaping. Nah, you're not escaping your label. I'm telling you.
What label? Oh, I know. I wear the label with pride. What are we talking about? You know this. You know who you're talking to. I wear the label with pride. What are we talking about? The winter. I'm the winter soldier, Mr. Snowman, the calcium connoisseur, the Cravendale consumer. If she ain't great white, if she's great white, it's a great night. You know all of these things.
Okay.
Had these conversations.
All right, man. I hear it. I appreciate the intro. You know what I mean. Second to that, all right. I'm not too mad at it. I'm gonna hit up. I'm actually gonna start hitting up American Waffle with some tariffs because I'm gonna hit them up because as the Canadian on the show, I'm gonna hit them up with some tariffs. So we gotta work that all up backstage. But listen, I'm here to talk about things. I'm here to bring some answers actually, and I'm here to address a few things. Listen, this lie that keeps getting told, and if you tell a lie long enough, it'll become the truth.
Well, what's the lie?
The lie of Bader Games. First name Bader, last name Games, being a gaslighter. Listen, I'm not a gaslighter. I am a person that will challenge you to look at things differently. I am a person to ask the questions like Flawless brilliantly does when he's either featured or hosting shows himself. He'll ask the questions. Now, if I happen to ask a question that makes you uncomfortable, if I happen to ask a question and frame it in a way that makes you question how you were critiquing rivals at the time, to now have to hold the mirror up and answer those questions yourself, that's what it is. But this gaslighting, that ain't me. I'm gonna tell you my perspective. This season in particular, I've been saying it, and I like to do the I told you so, to talk about what I hinted at, what I suggested, what I was concerned of for this season before the season kicked off. Back then, I was told to be a gaslighter. Back then, I was told to be downplaying my club. Back then, I was told to be like not really looking at things and really should be talking with a lot more chest with regards to this season. No, it's all coming true.
It's because you've done it like 3 years prior. That's why you're like the boy who cried wolf. That's where the issue lies.
Wait.
You've done it like 2 years prior. Like that's why people had doubts about you.
No. That is not true. I did not do that going into the treble-winning season. Now, match by match, did I respect my competition? Did I notice the team that was also on the pitch competing against and showed them promise, being like it's going to be a tough game? 100%.
I've heard you
And
hype championship opposition in the FA Cup at home, but we move. Who was it? Was it Luton?
man wants to say hype up. I didn't
Yeah,
hype
he was
up.
like, yeah, you know, oh, Luton's gonna be a tough game. I think it was Luton, and this wasn't Luton in the Premier League, by the way. This was Luton when it was in the Championship. It was
So
Luton.
flawless. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. We gonna do this. Am I gaslight when I would have mentioned it would have been a tough game versus Plymouth?
For who? Liverpool.
No, I faced Plymouth. But because you saw the result of them versus Liverpool, oh, I'm okay to say it now.
Yeah, nah. The thing is, you would expect it to be again. You're the boy who cried wolf. If you would have said that in isolation, yes, we're just not trying to hear that from you. That's what it is. Because you said this for too many sides. With the side and manager you have, and as great as you hype up your manager and like holding up the 4P and the 3P and the treble and we're not trying to hear that.
Say hi to
you know what it is?
You
I heard you said it. Shout out to Tony Ayo. He said it in the Vlad TV interview. There's no sympathy for winners. That's what it is.
Yeah, I ain't asking for that. But this gaslighting, no. Also, let's go back. Go back to all the previews. What are the predictions? The first thing Vader Games says, first name Vader, last name Games, is I expect my club to win. As well as pointing out the strengths or weaknesses of my club or the opposition. I do that. But this season, let's be fair before we say I'm the boy who keeps crying wolf. This season, it's not about, I expect my club to win and I'm pointing all these things out. This season, I'm actually like, it might be a draw that I'm looking at. I'll be happy with a win. The confidence with regards to or how I'm assessing is very different. I mean, it's not a blanketed statement, but I'm gonna answer a few things. I'm gonna ask some questions. United fans, you might not like this show. United fans, why did I use the word might? Nah, United fans, you aren't gonna like this show. I mean, still hit that like button because you do like the show overall. You do like Flawless, but I'm sure the things that I'm gonna be saying you're not gonna like. But hit that like button anyway.
They fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes, you know what you're gonna get with Vaya from time to time. That's what it is. But that's why you're here. Because you do add some intrigue and interest to the show. But yeah, like Vaya said, run up the likes, hit the share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's linked underneath in the description for Vaya's channel. So subscribe. I'm gonna add it to the title as well. But let's start with your mob. Blue side of Manchester as the Seagulls came through 2 apiece. Like I said in the intro. Entertaining game. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Let me start there. Big up Warrior J. Big up Dunsey, Shine, Lucian, LJ, the lovely Pels in the cut, Sai as well in the building also. So shouts to everyone tapped in. But like I said, Seagulls into town. Impressive. Yeah. Were you fortunate to get a victory? Were you fortunate to leave with a point, in your opinion?
No.
Okay, cool. Explain. Give us your thoughts on the game.
I thought, you know what? I thought we were wasteful that first half. I thought we were incredibly wasteful. I think we could have made it not even a second thought with regards to the game if we put away our chances. And we'll go down and talk about the players' performances and all of that. But I thought that first half, how Pep had them set up, concerns going in. Obviously, when you see Gundogan in that midfield, you're like, okay, how long will he be able to play in this game? What kind of effort am I going to see from him? And then when I also look at things defensively, I'm like, all right, which side are they going to choose to attack on? How are they going to exploit us? We should have easily scored 4 goals today. 4 goals should have been scored, and 2 of them fell to Savinho's feet. Now, me being a balanced individual, me having to look at the game and not strictly based off emotion, it is an emotional game. I'm a fan. Of course, I'm going to be highs and lows. But when I look at the performance, when I look at how the players were getting into threatening positions and how we were defending as well, Savinho, that's what I want. Savinho, that's what I want. Now, you didn't do it. You didn't do it consistently. You did do it from minute 1, but a few spots were you able to show your brilliance, show why you were so highly touted, why you were wanted to join this club and be in the mix. He's got some great feet. He takes on some really good angles, and he's not shy to embarrass a defender either. But when you get in front, when it's you and the keeper, Savinho, calm down. Listen to all you young men out there. when it's go time, calm the heck down. There's no need to rush anything. Savinho got in front of that keeper, should have just taken a breath, picked the side, and scored it. Man was moving way too quickly, fluffed that shot actually twice, and it is what it was. He also suffered a terrible yellow, which I think was a big reason why Pep actually subbed him off, because later in the game he went in for not necessarily a 50-50, but the way he went in for a tackle, he's lucky that the ref wasn't in a different mind to give him a yellow, and Pep took him off. Didn't have the greatest game. But when I talk about what I want my wingers to do, at the very least, first assignment, beat your man. Get past. Make the defense have to adjust to you. Now, criticism of Pep, I'm going to say this, been saying this, we need to play quicker. We need to play with a better pace. And listen, Brighton allowed us to do that, but most clubs won't. Most clubs will bunker down, make sure they got that bank of 5, won't even go and kind of challenge you on the wings. They'll say, hey, come and break us down. And if teams are going to be set up that way, we need to play quicker. This game in particular, Brighton, they're like, okay, let's see what you got. We'll show you what we got. And it was up and down. Listen, Mitoma, quality and credit to the board over at Brighton, because he should have been a player that's gone. Look at all the players that have left in terms of quality.
Well, they rejected a big bid for him from Saudi. I think it was 90 million in January.
But what I'm saying is credit to them, because he is that talent. I think they think, listen, this talent deserves more. There's going to be a higher price tag coming out for him.
How can they get more than 90 M's from him?
Maybe not more, but maybe it's something a little sweeter in terms of, you think they should have sold him. I don't think yes. But I don't think you sell them unless you got plans on what's coming through the pipeline to replace
they've
them.
They've got a player on loan at, is it Ajax? They got a player at loan I was watching in the Europa League who's also a left winger. Chat, let me know.
Yeah, but they couldn't cut that loan short, like if they were to do it this season, right?
Yeah. I reckon you let him go. Sometimes you just gotta be like, hey,
that's because you're all about the money as a United fan. But I think what they did with Mitoma,
that's all about the money as a United fan, City fan saying that. The irony, you know.
These days you're all about the money. Sir Jim's cutting.
You've only, since you lot have been like relevant, it's been all about the money.
No, we're not. No, we're not all about the money where it's like, oh, sell them, get that money. That's
when I say so, it's about selling smart though. 90 million for a player that is not worth 90 million is a smart business move.
I think
Mitoma is not worth 90 million. He's not even top 5 best wingers. He's not even top 5 best wingers in the what's it called in the league.
Yeah, but Flawless, maybe he's not worth 90 million in terms of on the market, but the value to him for what they're trying to do this season, or how poor their season would be without him, is something where they got to calculate, they got to balance. You know what I mean? I think whether they get that number 4 moving forward, who knows? But he is an exceptional player. I got a lot of City fans crying that he should have been one that we should have went out and got. But maybe that ship hasn't sailed. Maybe
you want Mitoma is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that I necessarily want him, but I could see the club, if they were to look at things like, Grealish is leaving, Bernardo Silva will be leaving. Could Mitoma be a player to displace a Savinho, displace a Doku? Maybe the club will look at, we want that competition amongst the players, like what we've actually had over the years. I don't know, but he could have hurt us. He wasn't as clinical as he's typically been, so I'm fortunate for that. The goals that we surrendered, man. I went back and watched that free kick. It's not making sense to me. Like how the wall was positioned and how the players ducked out of the wall made no like. I'm like, what?
It's on your goalkeeper. It's gone keeper side. It's on your goalkeeper.
It's gone keeper side, but there's also City players that were on that side that didn't look to block. Like they looked to duck it.
There's a reason they weren't in the wall. It's a reason why you don't put You play for that's why I don't stand in walls. I always try to avoid being in the wall.
That's because you think you're too pretty for the walls.
Absolutely. Facts. I am not think. I am too pretty for the wall. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get that misunderstood.
Ladies in the chat, listen, it's a sport. You put your looks on the line.
I don't. Not for
gosh.
free. You crazy? You know what I'm saying? You might put your looks on the line for free. I ain't putting my looks on. I'm
for
paying
the glory.
To play.
Glory ain't free. Yeah, glory's earned.
Yeah, glory's earned. Depends what type of glory it is. It ain't worth that. It ain't worth a football to the face. This guy, you might do that. Would you take a football to the face? Yeah.
Listen, you're watching it. No. The thing is, you're watching
you the question. We playing 11-side. Are you taking a football to the face in the wall?
I'm not necessarily taking it to the face.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. He's not even doing it because you think you too pretty too. This gubernatorial. You be the same, man.
No,
I know already how you think.
No,
man.
I already know. You said you don't go for headers. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You're a defender.
Now I'm a DM, by the way. I ain't no defender. I'm a DM.
No, as a DM as well. You're supposed to be challenging and getting skyborn.
I do challenge. I ain't getting scarred. Scarred for free. How come you get scarred? You ain't scarred. You older than me. And this guy there with his fresh face, no blemishes, talking about scars. Yeah, because you've been through it. Yeah, you've been through the walls.
I happen to know when the challenge is right or wrong, whether I need to have the elbows out for some clearance.
I do the same thing.
Okay,
you know, sometimes you don't have to win the header to put the player off. You just nudge him in there.
That's true.
There we go.
So you've never scored a header
for the glory? No, never scored a header. But I don't score often anyway. 11-a-side, no. I don't score often anyway because I'm not really getting forward because I'm a DM.
Okay, all right. When your games go to penalties, are you one of the 5?
No, I'm not one of the 5. No,
that's crazy, Flawless.
I'm not one of the 5. I'm not very good. I'm not a very good penalty taker. That's what I is. If I was a quality penalty taker, yes, I've been in shootouts where it's gone beyond the 5. I'm not really wanting to take one, but I've said if someone doesn't want to take one, I'll take one before them.
You're ready. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want someone to take one who doesn't and he misses, because then I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I've said if no one wants to, if someone genuinely doesn't want to take one, honestly, don't hold it against someone. I'll take the next penalty.
So because of the harsh weather out here in Toronto, we also play. I haven't played since COVID, to be honest with you. But prior to that, when we would play indoors, five plus a keeper. When it came down to penalties, you couldn't take a step. So
it wasn't one step.
One step. It's just one step. Yeah.
Like, so one step.
Yeah, so that you trust yourself for that, because again, the proximity to where you're shooting is a lot closer to the net. I mean, it's not a large net either. But listen, we're getting sidetracked. But this convo about Flawless, the footballer, doesn't think he knows he's too pretty to deal with anything.
Because you think you're too pretty to deal with anything, you do the same thing. You want to get on the wall and take a football to the face.
No, I get it.
Your body on the line.
No, I get it.
You understand? So we the same. No, you ain't getting in no wall. You are not volunteering. You're like me. You're grabbed and put in the wall.
The funny thing is, my football career started from striker to defender.
Okay.
So
center back.
Yeah, center back. Okay. So what's happened over the years is I've had to go into the wall because I'm a defender.
Oh, see, no choice. Same way. Anytime
but I would do it. No, but
grabbed. You'd volunteer, yeah. So when you was a striker, you volunteered to go on the wall.
No, but that's my job as a defender. You got to do that. Sure. Listen, you as a DM, you need to take that responsibility as well.
I ain't one of the tallest either. Put the taller people and braver people on the wall. We have a back 4. Put them in the wall.
Pretty boy, see it.
Makes sense, says you. This is pretty boy over there.
No. That's you. That makes sense.
That's you.
And
for free. Now, if we were getting paid thousands of pounds,
for the glory. You keep saying for free. It's for glory.
Yeah. Nah. You know what? I'm paying to play. I don't want glory that bad. I'm good. I'm not marking my face for nothing. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I'm cool.
But to get back to what my team did with regards to the wall, it didn't make any sense to me. They made it way too easy. I mean, it was a well taken free kick, because it did go off the post. But one, I didn't see any toughness within that wall. Too many players ducked. I also saw an Ortega that didn't even leave the ground. he was rooted like an oak tree. He did not even make an attempt to dive towards it, which was not good. I didn't even have my number one keeper on the bench, so I don't know what's up, whether it's injury, sickness. I have no idea. So hopefully I can learn about that. I haven't even checked the post-match press conference from Pep. But we gave up that goal way too.
Don't worry, we got Pep's comments anyway, so we'll get to that after
nice.
you finish your thoughts on it.
We gave up that goal. I didn't like that. How we fought back to get into it. First of all, Marmoush is going to be a star at City. He is going to be a star in this league.
I think he's cold. I think he's going to be one of them ones. I think you got one.
And it's going to be a matter of Pep and the club adapting to get the best out of him, as well as the system that needs to change, because yes, many clubs know what they want to do. Too many clubs are comfortable to be like, you know what, we're not really threatened with how City are going to attack us. I think a lot of clubs think, oh, we can sniff out what you guys are going to do and defend against it. So that's got to switch up, because I do love Marmoush's directness. I do love the fact that he's also right-footed, because we've had too many left-footed in terms of what would be our attackers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Holland left, Savinho left, Foden left, Bernardo Silva left. We've had way too many left-footed players, so I like that we got that combination. And the fact that he won that pen, deservingly so. The fact that he also scored that goal outside the 18, I think he was outside the 18, caught it quick. Was another great goal.
Yeah, it was outside 18. It was like 20 yards out.
Yeah, great goal.
Great finish.
Holland, cold-blooded, man. I don't even think he has a pulse during penalties. It's just, I know what I'm about to do. Yeah, he's missed a few, like a really small amount, but when he takes them, it's with assertiveness.
Hey, scoring penalties ain't easy, man. That's the red side of Merseyside. What happened last week? True. The penalty shootout. I'm just saying, ain't easy.
It's not, and especially when you put that on the shoulders of a young player, it's difficult. It's difficult. I think I was happy overall, because I do respect Brighton. No gaslighting, no jokes aside. Brighton's a very good side. They get pillaged every year. Every year there's a quality player that leaves that club, basically, and they're always in the mix. So I was happy to see us play well. Now, would I have wanted us to have gotten that win? 100%, because this top 4 battle is going to be ridiculous for us.
Now we gotta say top 5 battle.
Nah, I'm never going to talk about top 5.
But it's the same goal.
No, it's not. It's not
the same reward. It's the same.
No,
reward.
I know it's the same. I know it's the same reward, but no.
So what's the difference? That. Okay, so let's get to that. What's the difference between you with 4th and 5th?
I've beaten one more team.
All right. So why do you want 3 then? Why do you want to finish top 3?
I do want 3, but right now it's a top 4 focus. Because right now it's a top 4 focus.
Why is it not top 3 focus right now?
Because I got to get past 4. And
what position are you in the league? Also, it's on a case. It's on a week by week.
It's game by game. I got to build. Right. And this is why I was so disappointed with a couple past results, right? Because when we played Forest, I was like, yo, that's a 6-pointer. I wanted that to be able to put Forest behind us and then move forward and possibly look at Arsenal. But I got to wait a few games now. Now, you know what I mean?
Man. You've not been messing up for real. Let's hope you drop out the top 5. I was saying it's gonna be close. Of course I want that. Why would I not want my rivals not in the Champions League?
Because that will
because of the Real Madrid game. I hear you, man. You know what? They are same wavelength, man. The rivalry, man. The rivalry.
No, the reason why you don't want that is because you don't want Manchester City to transform into beast mode.
I couldn't care. Again, you keep talking about the wars and things that don't affect me in the slightest. You are not my problem. How does it affect you? Ain't my problem. We got other battles. We are
tell me what are your problems? What are your problems?
Like completely different worlds. We just try to actually become a competent unit again. That's where we're at. We don't have them problems.
What clubs are your problems right now? List them out.
You know whose clubs? You know who's Manchester United's biggest problem? Manchester United. I keep saying this. When we're out there, it's not Manchester United, like I said, versus Real Sociedad. It was Manchester United versus Manchester United. Same way when we're playing Lyon. People like, you worried about Lyon? No, I'm more concerned about Manchester United. because we are our biggest enemy. But we'll get to that in a segment. But yes, you talking about United turning into beast mode. You're not our issue. Like, you lot are like on Planet Namek fighting, and we're like with King Kai chilling. Whatever happens there is not our problem type of shit. That's it.
That's
We're
messed up.
bubbles right now. We just running around on the planet. No one cares. We ain't doing nothing. So this guy, you don't want to tell. No, I need you lot in Europa League. That's what it is. Need you lot in you. Actually, preferably Conference League, but unfortunately, I think you'll finish top 5. But it is close though. Well, you do have a favorable running.
Yeah, we do.
You have a favorable.
Closing out the season is going to be nice. Fixture wise, we'll see, because you still have an FA Cup to worry about. But
yeah, you got the FA Cup. Bournemouth, that'd be good. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
that's going to be a very good game.
I was happy to see Bournemouth lose today. Not going to lie, because I'm honestly looking at. Should I put Fulham in that? I don't think Fulham will be consistent.
I think it's from Villa. Yeah, I think it's from 8th. I think it's going to be.
Bournemouth. No, but you got to put Bournemouth in there. Bournemouth, Villa.
So you saying Bournemouth first?
Yeah, Bournemouth, Villa, and
Brighton, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest, Arsenal.
Yeah, great battle. Yeah. That's the league. That's the attention of the league this season. The point difference, so much swings. What you guys say over there in the UK? Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. Yeah, that's what we say.
There you go. So much of that. So I'm watching week by week, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad they dropped some points. Now that was Brighton. You did me a favor. Thank you so much. Forest. I did not expect that from Forest.
You didn't expect them to be Ipswich.
I didn't expect them. I didn't expect them to give up goals the way they did, because they actually made it an entertaining game for a spell, because it ended up being 4-2. If I'm correct.
Yeah, it's 4-2. You're right. It's 4-2.
So, but I didn't expect that.
Late though, 82 minutes and 90 plus 3.
Ipswich scored. But I thought, you know what? I thought Forest was just going to handle that. The fact that they leak goals late is like, ooh, okay. You're not closing out.
They got a bit of a lead over you lot still.
Yep.
I didn't realize this. Damn. Hey, let's go, Forest, man. Let's go.
What you didn't? You're not looking at the standings as much as you used to.
No. Why would I look at something that would make man like that's none of my business? I just do it while we're on shows. Why am I going to do this in my?
How high on the standings do you typically look? Like where do you what information?
But I always look apart from Liverpool, because they've dog walked everyone at the top there. So from second downwards, because the top 4 race is the only interesting thing.
How low do you look?
Second to the like 8th, 9th. Yeah, Bournemouth.
Wait,
9th.
you don't even look where you're at.
No, I know where we'll be around about, and people like you will remind me.
That's messed up.
People like you will remind me.
You're tied on points right now with a few clubs.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's very much so interesting. 100%.
You want me to tell you, because I know you don't look at the standings?
Nah, I just looked at it, then I just seen it.
So you see how many teams are tied with you?
Don't really, but it don't really make a difference. That's the point. That's why I don't check it out. If we were fighting for something, it makes a difference. We ain't fighting for nothing. Our season is Europa League. That's it. That's why it was so important that we beat Sociedad.
Great win. You're still undefeated in Europe.
Yeah, facts. That is the most Manchester United thing about this season. That sums us up in a nutshell. That we're the only undefeated team in Europe. But hey,
is that credit to your previous manager and current manager, or all those European wins under Amarin?
No, Ten Hag got 3 draws.
Okay.
And they were terrible draws, but we moved.
Well, it's a great streak. Come on now.
The streak. I've not complained about the streak. I'm just saying that it's suffering. It's all on that. No, they're games that we should have won.
Not suffering losses in Europe. That come on. Give that credit. Give that credit.
They're games we should have won. That's what it is. They're games we should have won. But hey, we move.
No, it's good to see. I mean,
your thoughts. What about the second half, where Brighton had a lot of good chances? That's got to concern you, surely, because they should have been hard. As much as you lot should have done better in the first half, second half they had some great chances.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Go on.
My stress, game by game, is how are we going to close out 90 minutes? It's no surprise. I have an aged midfield. What controls games? The midfield.
Yeah, you had Gonzalez out there.
Yeah, he's one man.
Oh, so you need another. You reckon you need someone else? You got Gonzalez, Mamouche. You just need one over, and then you're good. They're 2 your new signings, correct? Brighton's midfield is good though. Baliba's quality.
Very
Even
good.
though he missed that chance and was terrible. The chance was terrible that he missed. These are quality.
I was yelling my head off.
Me and you
I was
both.
like, what do we? No, don't do this. Don't. Oh, thank goodness. That's my reaction. Because he had no right. He had no right to actually not hit the target. That's crazy. That's crazy. But when they made their subs, when they made their subs and they brought in fresh legs, I was like, ooh, we might get got here. Because Pep made his changes. He had to take off Bernardo Silva after subbing him on. But he brought on Bernardo and played him out wide. Bernardo got a knock and had to get subbed off. Yeah. But we are just... when I say we don't have the quality, I'm not talking from a technical standpoint. We don't have the quality to deal with the pace of the game. And that's like club to club. There's a certain pace. And I've heard United fans, you in particular, talk about like your options in terms of subbing on. Like sometimes it's not about the technical ability. Sometimes it's like we just need to be able to get to this.
Physicality matters, and we do struggle in that. And we actually seen the benefits of having it in the game against Sociedad. That's where the red card came from. Yeah, great pass by Xerxes and Dorgu running through, and Heaven playing as well. But we'll get to that because people told me youth players were going to absolutely be dreadful when they play, and we played 3 of them and they've all played well. But here we are. Who would have thought?
What?
Who would have thought? Now don't do that, because if he would have made a mistake and played badly, you would have been the first in the comment section talking rubbish. No, you tried that with Cheeto. And then he got shut down, and then didn't mention it again. But we moved.
No, I didn't
yeah,
try that.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, Cheeto, the youngster's missing the same amount of chances as the senior player. No, he's not. That's incorrect.
No, it wasn't about missing the same amount of chances. It's about him missing. Yeah, but it's about him missing his chances, just like the player that would start ahead of him missing his chances. Not the same amount of chances, but missing his chances.
But that's the problem. Is that
I hear it.
Don't get them chances.
I hear it. But there's a manager which you also want to dismiss when I say, listen.
Which manager do I want to dismiss?
Your manager.
I don't dismiss him. I just disagree. And I've been proven right every time.
No, this is the problem. Because you want to say you're proven right, and I at the same time I could say I'm being proven right. Because there's a time and place when the manager sees that a player has the confidence to actually do and start or be subbed on. You want to say, oh, he doesn't even play him, so he doesn't.
But he didn't do it out of choice. He did it out of...
See, that's another cop-out. He didn't do out of choice.
If you've got no one left, who are you going to play? Are you going to play him?
There's absolutely no one left. A manager has not taken a player out of position to play in a certain position.
He's never at centre-back, no. Never at centre-back. He had to play Heaven because we had no one else. We had no other centre-backs fit.
So he had to play Heaven.
He had to play Heaven. There was no other centre-backs fit. Okay. Go and check. There was no other centre-backs.
All right. So now when he doesn't play Heaven because someone's healthy again, you're going to say he's making a mistake.
Absolutely. Because you deserve, of merit, you deserve to keep your place, performance-wise. Don't we always say that? Is that not... Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So wait. So if you perform well, you don't deserve to keep your place in the side.
No, because sometimes it's tactical. Sometimes it's tactical.
Okay then. So what does he not offer tactical that Lindelof offers tactically?
No, so this is where we're at in terms of me giving a proper breakdown of Heaven. I'll be honest with you. I saw Heaven.
No. But so I'll tell you, there's nothing that he doesn't do that Lindelof does.
No, but it's not just physicality. It's also how you.
No, not just physicality. I'm talking about reading the game. I'm talking about that too.
How do you know all that when you? How many times have you seen Heaven?
Reading of the game. I'm talking about reading of the game. I've seen him enough to know he don't. Yeah, and actually, here's another thing. Even if he gets caught out, you know what he has that Lindelof doesn't have? Very, very good recovery pace. So he's more likely to get back in. All right, cool. And he also has better balance on that side because he's left-footed and Lindelof's not.
Okay.
Which is why I like if you're playing a back three, I want my left-sided centre-back to be left-footed just from a balance perspective.
I hear it.
Because it helps so much in terms of build-up. But like I said, I was proven right. He played and he's played well in all 3 games. He played against Fulham. Yeah. He played against Fulham. He played against Sociedad, and then he played against someone else. But we'll get to that.
So the first game he played was Fulham.
No, he played one before that. I can't remember who it was.
And the first game that he played, there was no option. Amarin had to play him because he had no more.
He had to. Yeah. He had to. There was injuries.
Okay.
There was injuries.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be watching. We'll be paying attention. Where was I?
Yeah. Where was you?
Now the second goal. No, don't do that. The second goal that I gave up.
We'll talk about it because I can't believe Brighton didn't win that game. Fucking outrageous, them misses, man. Absolutely criminal.
Why don't you say that about my misses in the first half?
Oh, because I'm used to your attackers missing. You know what I'm saying? That's why. I'm used to Savinio missing. I'm used to your boy Doku beating his man and then hit the first man challenge. I'm used to that. Oh yeah, shout out to Sai because he kindly enough put his stats in. So Doku, Jeremy versus Brighton, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 crosses completed, 0 chances created, 0 shots on target, 10 dribbles completed. Sounds about right.
Was he my best winger?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the other winger was terrible. He should have scored. His miss was criminal. The one he put wide in the first half. And Webster slid across.
Yeah.
Because I was saying terrific defending. No way, pardon me, he's missed that. I was like, no way that, sir, and he has. But yeah, your wingers, we've had this discussion every week that your wingers don't get GNA. We've established this, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, that miss is criminal. The Minte miss, criminal. Who else missed? The Baliba miss, who I'm a big fan of, criminal. And there was one more that I can't remember. And I was like, how have they missed these shots?
How good were Brighton's wingers? Probably similar stats.
Yeah, not really too good. That's why, Matoma wasn't all that.
Interesting.
Minty was there.
Yeah.
But they got wingers that I don't really rate highly either. So here we are.
Okay.
I wouldn't take wingers from any of these sides.
Okay.
Tells you I need to know. I take players from these sides, but just not the wingers.
Yeah, just not the wing players. I hear it. Now,
quality players on show.
Now, again, here, those of you in the chat, hit that like button if you haven't. Also, if you're listening on the listening platforms,
big up.
Come over to YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe. Know what it is.
Read his stats again. Got you. Read you. This is from Sai. So, yeah. I should have shouted out Bainesy and that's what I'm going to start doing, getting the stats of Bainesy because he can give me the details of this. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 crosses completed, 0 chances created, 0 shots on target, 10 dribbles completed. One thing he can do is go past his player. And it's not Alan St. maximum, it's Alan St. minimum. Get it right. Sorry, go on, as you were.
You know what? Another thing, if you can include in the stats moving forward, it's I like to also learn of the fouls one.
Yeah, he wins a lot of fouls.
That's important. That's important.
Also got booked for diving, which was unfair.
Very unfair. I don't know what the ref was seeing in terms of that call. But that did affect his game.
If I'm Webster, I'm saying go past him. He gonna scuff it into the goalkeeper anyway. Let him go past you. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if defenders actually just let them go past. So
at times, like if you can't catch him, because one thing he is like that drop of the shoulder is deadly. His ability to get into those situations and isolate your fullback, he's probably one of the best in the league at going past his player.
The great thing that I will be doing moving forward, and maybe I'll get someone on the City side chat wise to do it, is because it's always quick. They want to quick and point out what City wing players are doing, right? What we're not.
Because that now it happens. You know what happens? That's because of you. That's your fault. That don't happen on any other show. It's your fault.
No. What I'm saying is, but I'm going to put the same microscope on the opposition that I'm facing. Because honestly, I think wing play or great wing play in the league is actually rare. When you want to talk about and point, oh, I'm going to take this wing player. Honestly, in terms of like a complete game, in terms of a good game, they are rare from the wing position. So, we'll continue to have the convo.
That's football though. Like when you think of football, most inconsistent players and normally wingers.
Yeah, so I find it a little lazy to always want to bring up when they want to talk about the GA, because honestly, from a wing standpoint, we don't see it often.
I just talk about his decision making. The fact, and this is your fault because you back him. If you were just he's not very good, it wouldn't be a conversation.
No, honestly, I've been telling you, I'm Denzel. I'm the equalizer. My talking of Doku is because of guys like you bringing him up. I'm not quick to pop him. No.
He's a good player.
Nope.
You think he's a good winger? Yes or no?
I do, but I've never.
He's not good.
He is good.
That's prop. He's terrible. He's one of the worst.
Before I said he was good,
let's
you said he was bad.
He's one of the worst wingers in the league. Is he better than Matoma?
No, he's not better than Matoma. Not yet.
Okay, so he ain't better than Matoma. Is he top 10 wingers in the league? Left wingers. Hey, chat. Same to you. Is Doku top 10 left wingers?
He might
in the
be
league?
10. He might be 10 or 9. Yeah.
That's not good for Manchester City. That's why I criticize him.
As of now, but
then you say you was hyping up the 17th best striker in the league, so here we are. But go on, as you were.
I hyped him up in terms of your system because I looked at the players across the board at Manchester United, and I didn't think that he needed to be getting all your attention in terms of.
Is he our worst attacker?
Højlund's your worst attacker.
I'm asking you the question. Do you think he's our worst attacker? Out of the strikers and tens we have, is he our worst our worst attacker?
What strikers and tens?
Yeah.
Well, no, your attacking players. I think Garnacho's worse than him.
Okay, so Garnacho. Is there anyone outside of Garnacho? Is there anyone worse than
him? No.
Who's worse?
No, I don't think he's.
So he's
outside of Garnacho. Yeah. Okay, outside of Garnacho, he's probably your worst. He's probably your worst.
So in your opinion, he's the 17th best striker in the league, and he's our second worst attacker, but we criticize him too much. All right, go on, Corey. Carry on as you were.
Yeah, no, because I think it's across the board. You guys aren't good as a team.
Oh yeah, we're dreadful, 100%. That's why I don't. That's why I don't pinpoint. I don't pinpoint one player. Any player.
You do pinpoint one player. Listen,
I don't.
Go back.
Okay. If I pinpoint one player, who don't I criticize?
I got no problem with you criticizing. This is the funny thing is, but I find it funny, and I've checked out past shows when Højlund is the first name you mention, and with so much emphasis, with so much disgust.
You know why I'm like, yo, what? Because he's our worst player. That's why.
Yeah, I mean,
in a bad team when he does nothing.
I think Garnacho's worse.
No, Garnacho's dreadful too, but at least
the last game,
Garnacho will do the Doku thing, and actually like.
No, don't even do that.
No. When I say he'll do the Doku thing, the effort and endeavors there. Like I never watch Doku and say he's not trying. I never watch Garnacho and say he's not trying. I've watched this man not try. I've seen it live, watching. I've watched this guy, man, play live and watched him not try, and I see it on my TV, and that's inexcusable.
Yeah, I agree. So
now, with regards to,
but also with regards to the whole Doku thing, and I'm being completely honest, I'm not the first to mention it. But if you mention my man, I gotta defend.
You said he's a good player. This is where this stems from, is because you think he's a good player, and he's just.
But before I said he was a good player, you said he wasn't a good player.
Yeah, and that was it, and kept it stepping.
Yeah, you said he wasn't good, so then I had to come back okay.
So you could just say, hey, you know what? He's not a good player, which he's not. But let him carry on.
He is a good player. Let him get familiar with
the first man. You know what's crazy? Every watch along, I'm like, here he goes, past the player, hit the first man challenge, or overhit the cross. Every time.
When you say the first man challenge, you mean
he hits the man closest to him with his cross. That's why I say first man challenge. He always 9 times out of 10 he'll hit the first man. Of course it is. He did it time and time again today. Don't make me start clipping this up.
No, but
actually do.
I also want to do this. What do you? There's one thing about getting past one man. When he gets past two guys,
don't hear me complain about his drip. I've just said when it comes to one-on-one and getting past the player, he's one of the best.
But when he gets past two guys, right? Yeah. So he gets past the defender and he gets past that midfielder who's helping, or he gets past that other center back who's helping, and then his first time cross gets blocked or deflected by the other center back. I'm not like you being like, oh, yeah, he hit the first man.
Yeah, of course, because you shouldn't. That you even further proving my point. If you go past two players, that means there's less players to hit in the opposition box, and yet you still manage to do so. No. You know why? Because you just swing a left foot or right foot. There's no precision. No. I've never seen him attempt to pick somebody out. It's rare, and even when he does, it's normally overhit. But hey, you know what? Keep playing it, man, and he'll continue to stink up the gym. Cool, works for me.
Listen,
he ain't gonna be there for two. He ain't gonna be week in, week out for too much longer. But I hope, you know what? I hope this time next season we're having the same conversation, because that means Pep's stupid enough to keep playing him.
Nah, the only thing that's keeping Doku from being from reaching the levels that I think he can get at is his health, is his fitness.
He's got to play
consecutive games.
I made this analogy, but yours is a bit like further along. But I did make this analogy about Doku, about he's the guy who's at the club, gets loads of girls' numbers, and then nothing further comes from it. That's him. You can do the first part very well. Excellent. And chat to Gyal, get Gyal's numbers, and then nothing after.
The reason why, in my opinion, the reason why he gets so much criticism is because his volume is so high. Because he has games like it's double-digit dribble pass, because it's so visible, like, oh, he's cooking this person. Because it happens so regularly, it's got the adverse effects to be like, oh, okay, well, if he's gone past the guy 10 times, is he supposed to deliver across 1 out of 5?
Better, yeah. Because you know who else had that exact same criticism? Alan St. Maximum. He was criticized the exact same way.
Yeah, but even when he was
playing, he'd go past his man 10 times. I've watched him do it.
Yeah, but that was different. No, he'd go past his man, invite his man to come back so he could cook him again.
Yeah,
it was different.
Decision making wasn't the best, but none of them have good decision making. But the point I'm making is he had the same criticism in regards to you should get more output for the talent you have.
Well, this is where I'm at with regards to Doku in Manchester City, and where I'm going to be looking at, or I have been looking at things critically with Pep, is right now, and maybe you see it, maybe you don't, but right now it's pass to Doku and watch him play. Yeah. The ball's getting kicked to him, and everybody's watching. My team are watching him. They're not going into position for the defender or the midfielder or whoever that's creeping over to then making it a decision to, you know what, maybe I shouldn't go over there and help on Doku's side because I now have a City player who's creeping into this space and I need to mark them. There's too much of he's there on an island to cook, and then it's like, oh, well, what's he supposed to do after that? I'm also looking critically at, with regards to Haaland. Haaland needs to switch up those runs because for the majority of them, he's going far post. Haaland's going far post, which is obviously going to be a challenge for him because if my man goes and he's now going down by the byline and to cut back, he's not going to get it to the far post. That angle doesn't work. Haaland's got to switch things up, and I need a midfielder. And this is where I'm like, oh, Marmoush, get familiar because he needs a running mate. I said this earlier. I give, hey, you know this, you don't, you not so much, but I give props to Arteta over at Arsenal because what he was able to do
over Arsenal. Don't do that.
Okay, my bad. But what he's been able to do with Saka and Odegaard, that combination play that they have over there on that right hand side. Listen, they're in sync. Saka can do his thing. He can lay off the ball. He can get a give and go. They can play off each other. Doku right now does not have that, and I want that for him. There needs to be.
He definitely needs a link up man because crossing is not his game.
Well, I want him to have a link up man because he can then again do, in my opinion, do what Saka does with his attack play in terms of realizing situationally, here's what I can do, here's what I should adjust to, and I have someone that's going to read, oh, I'm now this far down, it's going to be a cutback. Oh, I now have this angle, it's going to be a short side or a long side. I need that. But that's a matter of Pep and the club getting all in sync. The 2-2, I'm going to take that all day. What? I'm going to take that 2-2, and I'm like, you know what?
Especially after that second half performance. Of course you are.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take that 2-2 and run. What I was able to see, I mean, you're in a battle with regards to your point standings right now. But we in a battle
now. We in a battle in Europe, so you ain't in, but we move going as you were. That's our big battle. It's Europe, mate.
How confident are you with that battle?
If not very confident whatsoever.
Were you confident in the second leg?
No.
You weren't even thinking of advancing.
I was thinking about advancing, but was I confident? No. Because of us. Sociedad, by the way, all you lot who hyped up Sociedad, find fucking shame because they are awful. They are dreadful. Everyone who was like, Sociedad are going to batter you and Sociedad this, Sociedad that. They are dreadful. They are an awful outfit. And I thought the first leg was a one-off. But then they played the second time round and I'm like, they are genuinely dreadful. And it's no surprise we have the same amount of points. We're on the same what we was at the time. I need to double check this, but they have the same amount of points in the league as we did in the league, and it showed. They are dreadful. Even the 2 goals they got over the 2 legs, we gifted them by stupidity. Dreadful. Okay. Yeah, Don C, you was here. I was hearing how we gonna get moved to and get by. Shout out to Darryl because he was half running jokes. But There was many people who didn't give us a prep. And because I watch La Liga, but I don't watch Sociedad, I was like, all right, maybe people know what they're talking about. No, they don't. But again, people see in Sociedad, oh, we struggle against Spanish sides.
Don't say you watch La Liga. You watch Real Madrid and Barca.
Yeah, that's a part. They're not a part of La Liga.
That's not La Liga. Just say you watch Barca and Real Madrid.
But people know what I mean. I do watch Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. They're the three. I watch the main teams. That's what it is. I watch the teams that get them on TV. That's why they're the teams that they show. Because you're sat down trying to watch Rayo Vallecano versus Betis, aren't you, Vale? Exactly. Right,
no,
then, as we
I don't watch them. La Liga, dead league.
So yeah, like that's what I'm saying is they're the only teams I watch. And people told me how good, but they are genuinely one of the worst teams we played this season. They're dreadful. And I was super shocked. So maybe with Leon, because it's going to happen again. Everyone's going to do it with Leon. And Leon are on paper a better side. Have better players higher up the league in Ligue 1. But it's not us versus Leon. I keep saying this. It's us versus us. We're our own worst enemy. If we play like we did in that second leg, we could beat Leon. We could beat anyone in a competition. Problem is playing like that. Will we play like we did against Sociedad after the penalty conceded? Chindu, I don't even think Sociedad made United look good. United just made a shit team look shit. But we haven't done that. So many times I've said how we've been beaten by teams and they haven't been at their best. That's what annoys me the most. If Sociedad balled out and played us off the park, I'd be disappointed, but I can accept that. I'm much more accepting of being beaten by a great side. It's like there when you see them get moved to by Real Madrid, yes, he'll be disappointed with the defeat, but it's Real Madrid. Yeah. It's like, all right, you understand it. Like, they're of a quality, but when you lose to someone and they're not at their best, there's nothing more infuriating or frustrating. So I hope Leon, despite the result, they're flying because they got some good players. If they're good players are at it, I hold my hands up and go, all right, cool, we got beat by a better side. We got beat by genuine quality.
So apologies. In Europa, the next round is already set. There's no...
Yeah, it's already set. Yeah, it's all been drawn. Like the Champions League, it's all been drawn. So we got Leon.
All right. So if you get past Leon, who might you have?
We got Bilbao or Rangers, the winner of that tie. I ain't trying to see Bilbao. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, you want to see the weakest team.
Of course. Bilbao will baptize us. They'll probably win the tournament. I said the winner of the Bilbao Roma tie will probably make the final and it probably will win the tournament. Okay. Bilbao are genuine, like they're like the speed in which they move the ball and stuff. But again, Manchester United, Ponzi scheme FC, we're trying to pull off the biggest heist ever with this. So we'll see.
Right.
But I'm a confident no. But we gotta get, of course, run me the weakest team. What are we talking about? Run me Rangers. Rangers.
Yeah, of course.
And then the final's the final. Whoever's over there, it'll probably be Lazio, and that'll be a tough game. But
this is what your season's down to. Like, this is what you guys are playing for.
Oh yeah, this is it. It's like this is like the FA Cup for you, look. This is us.
Yeah. So would you want to see your manager on games where you're playing Europa focus on Europa, like rotation? Because there's no risk of you being relegated. Like whether you finish.
Yeah. It's not. Maybe it depends if players are teetering on the edge. But this whole resting players, I don't really think. I think it's overrated, to be honest.
Wait, what?
This whole like resting players and things, I don't really, unless a player's like maybe like coming back from an injury or there's an injury scare or not, or got a little niggle. But would I like to see a favorite? Yes. But I'm not trying to see any of these other guys. So that's also why I'm not trying to see him rotate too heavily.
So whether you finish 15, 16, or 17, doesn't matter.
I've said this. If we win the Europa League, I want to finish 17th on goal difference, just to annoy everybody. I've said this. I'd love nothing more than us to finish 17th on goal difference by one less goal than the team in 18th and win the Europa League, just to piss everybody off.
Why do you think that would piss people off?
Because people would be big, because we've done it again. That's why. People hate our success.
What?
Any success we have, not you, because you're you, but I'm saying in general, like people really hate. Like, did you not just hear me talk about Sociedad? Yeah. The way people spoke about Sociedad, that's it in a nutshell. Anything anti-Manchester United is blown up massively. I was told they're big and dangerous and they're going to do this, that, and the third, and they're genuinely dreadful.
Ooh, how highly do you rate
Vinicius Jr.?
Yeah,
very highly.
Very high, like when it was like Ballon d'Or shouts, where you're like, oh, I can see it.
It depends with Ballon d'Or. I don't know what the criteria. What is the criteria? What is the criteria for the Ballon d'Or?
Don't do that, Flawless. Come on now.
What do you mean? Don't do that. I'm
What?
asking
All right.
you a question.
When he was in consideration, where you're like, okay, I can see it.
Yeah, because they just won a double.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, how important were you for your club throughout the season, and what did you deliver on? And he's able to give them. They had the league last year.
They literally won a double. So yeah, like you're in shot, and if you're the best player and you win a double,
yo, Warrior J's in the chat. If you're still in the chat, do you have any of the comments from Ancelotti with regards to Vinny? I'm curious if Flawless came across those.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Said that he ducked he was tired and he didn't want to take the penalty shootout. That's crazy. Yeah, he didn't want to take another penalty. Stand up. If they went out, I'm crashing on you even more. So stand up. Because you almost had Hendrick out there taking one.
Wait. No, it's before the penalty shootout.
He has to be taken off. That's criminal.
Wow.
Just because you missed the penalty. Nah, man. Do you wipe that off and it is what it is and get on with it?
You think he wanted to be subbed off?
He asked Ancelotti to the comments. Ancelotti said it.
He said he was tired.
And he also said he was tired and he didn't want to take another penalty after missing one.
No, Warrior J, please pull.
Warrior J, find the quotes. Ancelotti said that. He said he was tired. No, he said he was tired and he didn't want to take another penalty after missing.
The first was he was tired. That's why he was called off the sub. That's
which I just said. Which again I disagree with, because if he bins that penalty, he's not tired.
No, come on now.
If he bins that penalty, his energy and adrenaline is through the roof. That's why
I just found it interesting because
it's like when you're in a club and you mash up and then you start talking to an absolute baddie. Guess what? Your what's it called? Your senses and come back to you real quick. You get your shit together expeditiously. I've been there, so don't even tell me about that. I've been mash up, finished, started talking to female who's got my shit together real quick.
All right.
The adrenaline kicks in. Realize who I'm talking to. Oh, wait. All right.
Just because your senses come back and your faculty is all good to go because the bunny started talking to you.
He said both things. I'll find it right now. 1 second.
I just found it interesting because when I said players,
there we go.
Players are gonna say not to cost their team during the play, to be like, you know what? Yeah. I don't have the lungs. I don't have the pace to be able to go up and down this pitch. I need a sub. I don't want to cost you guys. That, in my opinion, isn't weak. That's just me.
So he's right. Yeah. Later in the match, Vinny requested to be substituted as he was feeling fatigued. He wasn't going to take the penalty and asked me to substitute him because he was tired. So we both right. He wasn't going to take the penalty.
That's got to be a paraphrase, because when I listened to the press conference, he said, because the question was, would he have taken a pen had he been on? And Ancelotti said no. He wouldn't have taken a pen anyway. But that wasn't why he asked for the sub. He asked for the sub because he was tired, and that's the point I want to emphasize.
And you're right, and he's wrong for that. Don't get that misunderstood.
He's not wrong to saying he's tired.
He's wrong for that. Ducked it. He ducked it, man, Pops. He ducked it. Didn't fancy it, man. Didn't fancy it because he missed one. So he said, "Hey, you know what? Let me get out of dodge."
Wait, Pops is still around.
Yeah,
I thought he'd be like chill mode. Wait until you get that League Cup. I thought he would be chilling in the cut because that Champions League exit.
Pops, man, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself back in the game. I've been finished. I realize what's in front of me. Like, all right, cool. This is Champions League final. Whoo, pattern up. Let's get this together. Been there. But he didn't. He wouldn't have, like Ancelotti said, he wouldn't have took a penalty. You know why? Because he didn't want to take. There's a reason why Hendrick almost took one. They were down to
Ancelotti would not have let him take another one after what he did. Ancelotti, as the manager, would have said, no, you're not part of the five.
Hypothetically, Vinny goes to him. I want to take a penalty. You think Ancelotti's saying no?
He says no. Absolutely.
I disagree. Hey, chat, let me know. If, let's say, hypothetically, Vinicius Jr. is still on the pitch and he goes to Ancelotti, I want to take another one. And it's between Vinicius Jr. and Antonio Rudiger, who's taking the pen. I know who I think he's going with, but we'll never know. But you're right in regards to him being tired. I just think he ducked it all. And I think he was tired because he missed the penalty. Because hey, guess what? When he was celebrating, you know what he was? Full of fucking life. Dancing around out there, pointing to the bag.
Dancing ain't running. Dancing ain't.
Dancing is energy. So
It's
dancing's
not
not
the same.
energy.
Let's not. Come on.
Yeah,
Now.
all
Come
right.
on.
All
I know
right,
you
bro.
do a madness at Carnival, but nah, it's not the same as.
No, I
It's
like
not.
you don't do a madness at Carnival too. What are we talking about?
Hey,
Here?
we're talking about
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
It's not the same. It's
we
not.
the same, man.
It's
We
not.
variants of each other. We the same. You can't kid a kidder. See how this
Listen,
Veta gay tries that. See how he tries it. This
nah.
guy thinks I don't know him. I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
I know you. Look at the smile on your face, man.
Nah, I'm
Tells it
laughing
all.
because you're
You're
diverting.
laughing
I'm
because it's
making a
true.
point. I'm making a point.
Because if we went Carnival together, we'd be on the same type of vibe. What we talking about?
Nah, you know
Exactly.
what? There'd be a point where I'm like, yo, head on without me, man.
You might say, all right, I'm out, but I'm saying whilst we're there, what we talking about, man? This guy. Same way you don't want to get in a wall on a football pitch. I don't want to get on the wall. What we talking about?
All right. Listen,
See,
I was
we on the same
surprised.
vibes, and we all Caribbean or of Caribbean descent, like Pops here. Makes sense. You'd better be doing a madness. It's in our genes. It's in our blood. What we talking about here? No matter whether it's Notting Hill or whether it's in Canada or it's somewhere in the Caribbean or it's stateside. What we doing out here? Or Carnival, wherever. You would have already done the damage. Man's won the, you know what I'm saying? Man's won the game, picked up the trophy and kissed it, worked to Skepta and kept it stepping. You know what I'm saying? Theoretical. That's the Skepta bar for those that don't know.
Yeah.
Pick up the trophy and kiss it is a Skepta bar from one of his old tracks. And that's what it is. So yeah, we move. Well, yeah, Vinny, like I think he ducked it.
Okay.
Even let's say he did want to take the penalty. The whole tired thing, that's excuse don't wash with me. Because if I've never heard a player been flying in an important game and go take me off. I'm tired. It's never happened.
All right.
It's never happened.
All right. Okay.
He missed the pen and he went, yeah, you know what? I don't fancy this hostile environment. Nah, I'm out.
Okay. All right.
And because of that, now you've re-mentioned it again. I do look at him different.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. You're
look at him different.
You're consistent.
Yeah, very much so. Like I'm like this next round. Arsenal are a breeze, but
wow,
they'll probably be. So what do you mean? Wow, Arsenal not a breeze. We got to like Arsenal got a legitimate shot. Is this what we're doing? Are we just lying to the people? We're in.
Lying to the people? Well, I'm not lying to the people.
I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna lie to the people? Is this where we're
going? When you say a breeze, you think they're gonna get? You think it's gonna be a Bayern 10-2 on aggregate?
It won't be a 10-2 on aggregate, but I think the performance could be like a 10-2, just not the goals because Arsenal do have a good defense. They have a good enough defense not to get battered, but they don't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna be a breeze. It ain't gonna be a breeze.
It'll be a breeze in regards to performance-wise. That was a breeze against you. It'll be a breeze against, and they'll have an easy.
It wasn't a breeze. Real's
the second leg was a breeze. The tie overall. What was the score? What was the aggregate score overall?
I don't know.
6-3. Now you don't know. Maybe? What was the aggregate score overall with City and Madrid? I know it's 3-2 in the first leg. What was the second leg? Was it 3-0?
I think it was 6-3. I don't know.
6-3 breeze. We all knew by the time that we all knew the fact that you didn't win the game and have a 2-goal lead going there. The tie was over. We knew that.
No. Knowing that Real Madrid will advance on that, okay.
Yeah,
Real Madrid
when I say breeze in terms of the result in regards to we know what the result's going to be.
You know what? I don't think so. I think Real obviously are going to advance on, but I think they're going to have to work for this one. I really think they're going to have to work for how Arsenal.
You think Arsenal will be within 2 goals of them aggregate score?
2 goals or less? Yeah. 2 goals or less. Yeah.
See, I think guys 3 goals or more.
And if it does happen, it's going to be late on the second leg where it's just like, you know what, the game's done. They've tried to get back into it. Real Madrid has punished them, but I don't think it's going to be a breeze.
Oh yeah, they're playing Mikel the Beast Moreno up top. That's what it is. Going there with Trossard, Sterling,
not even that. I just think they can. I think they can play a role with regards to possession. And this is a conversation that we got time to discuss. We don't even have to do this next matchup, but 100%. How they set up defensively, I think Arteta can make it difficult for Real Madrid. Yeah, 100%.
I'm back to see because Warrior J asked the other question you had as well. Says, by your point of view, do you think the midfield is the reason why you're struggling in recent games?
Recent games, yeah, and pretty much throughout the season. But throughout the season, we had so much mixing and matching, switching up defenses. Like you look at that defense, and I haven't. Listen, Akanji's out for the season. Ake's been here or there. Stones here or there, right? Walker, we said, you're going out on loan. There's been so much, but the midfield consistently, we have not had the legs. Warrior J, it's a good point, and that's where our fix. That's where I want Manchester City to do the madness. I want us, if we can, to go out and get the next potential KDB.
Of course, because
I want us to go out and get that type of.
The KDB you have is done and dusted. So yeah, you need to get the next one.
The man's 34. He's done it all.
Yeah, yes.
It's time,
he's done and dusted
for him to go.
Yeah, man. Respect to him for his career, quality career, and what he's done for you. Look, it's just
amazing.
His time's over. It's a wrap.
He needs to pass on that wisdom. He's not a Jedi. He needs to pass it on to the next Padawan.
Just make sure you don't get tired in Champions League quarterfinals versus Real Madrid. Let's see what else is going on here as well. Don't do a Vinny. Let's see. Right. You like the Vinny part, though. For the first time in his managerial career, Pep Guardiola will not average 2+ points per game in a league season. This is Pep on the game. It was a good, tight game. I know how difficult it is to make the process now. The players gave everything. We take the point and we keep going. I have confidence, and I have confidence and always have. The young players played good. All the defenders were so clever. We were close, but unfortunately, we couldn't do it. That's from Bayern Manchester City. On Bernardo Silva's injury, I don't know. I didn't speak to the doctors. Bernardo is so strong. Performance was much better than the Nottingham Forest game. We made good moments. 2 goals in the first half and clear chances with Savinho. In duels, they are really good. Doku was incredible. Was an incredible threat, and Marmoush played really well. Ruben Diaz was fantastic with Kosanov, and in general, it was good. Goes on to say, I'm always confident. I have the moments where I can have doubt, but I find a way. We have 9 games left in the league and 9 finals. No, we have 9 games left in the league and 9 finals. And next is Leicester here. Then it's Old Trafford. Oh yeah, we play you lot soon. So yeah, thoughts on what you said there about the players.
Listen,
etc., etc.
Pep. There's a reason why Pep's labeled as a genius. There's a reason why Pep is labeled as the best manager currently in football. And he said Doku had an incredible game. So
yeah, man.
Who am I to criticize one of the best managers?
Man says his wife is pretty. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Crazy work.
Wait, what?
I said man says his wife is pretty. Who would have thought? Of course he's gonna say
we ain't doing that. Pep's criticizes players when they've had good games and bad games. So
incredible game. All right. Incredible, yeah. No chances created for a winger, but incredible game. All right, sure.
Wait. Is it true that, so for these chances created, what needs to happen? It needs to touch the boot of a teammate, right? For it to be labeled as a chance that he created?
Oh yeah, it depends if you're talking about from a stat perspective. It's just if you pass the ball and they shoot, that's classed as a chance created. I'm talking about
when he puts
when I talk about it, I'm talking about actually picking someone out, going, hey, that's a very, very good cross. Such and such should have done better. We never say that about Doku.
Wow. Okay, so you don't look at anything that he puts in the box and you're like, you know what, Holland, you should have been on the front foot.
I look at it like it's Paul.
Okay, all right, cool.
Okay. Like he does it all of the time. To the point he goes past the player, I go, all right, it's gonna hit. It's like Garnacho on the side netting challenge.
Yeah, he's better than Garnacho.
No. I'm not saying he's not better than Garnacho. I'm saying it's like Garnacho on the side netting challenge. Like every game, apart from the last one, like the last 4 or 5 games, Garnacho will hit the side netting at some point twice. Yeah. It's like I wish there was I wish there was a betting company that had like bets where all right, Doku's gonna hit the first man with his crosses. I'd be a rich man and have to stop doing this. Just like because it's just constant. Every time he does it, I'm like, hit the first man all the time. And that's what it is with Doku. And because he gets past his players so often, 10 dribbles completed, 12 dribbles completed. He's in that situation more often than not. But it's like, you know what it's going to be. He never picks out, man.
So this is what I'm going to do.
Well,
try and watch the game and be like, when you haven't watched City games, where's the player that's ready to receive the ball?
Normally in the box.
No, hold on. I'm not done. Where's the player that's trying to be ready to receive the ball? And where's the player that's getting in front of the defender as opposed to keeping the defender between them and the ball? Because that's the mistake that I'm seeing from a City standpoint. No one is making it a point where the defender is getting ran across. You play DM, I play a defender. The last thing I hate when an attacking player is trying to cross my path.
Of course.
So,
and you probably, yeah.
So what I've been seeing and why I'm being critical and why I'm saying, Pep, you got to switch this up. You got to get these players to be ready to actually play with Doku as opposed to watching Doku right now. So when you're watching, Doku got past somebody. Now the assignment is, okay, who's
someone out?
Not just pick someone out, who's showing for him, who's making themselves available as a target for him. So we'll see. We'll see how you guys watch the game and how you guys criticize it. But
normally there is good movement because you have one of the best strikers in Europe when it comes to that type of thing, and he can never seems to find. But everyone else seems to find him, no. And any of your other wingers
find it. You told who's finding him when you talk about my wingers? Who's finding him?
Actually, your wingers your wingers ain't been it. That's true. That actually you got a point. They've all been shit. They have a valid point. Grealish, Savinho, Foden, Bernardo Silva.
And that's why I'm saying the system needs to change.
Yeah. I think it's a personnel issue, in my opinion, but here we are.
All right.
But KDB does find him. That is right, Pops. KDB does find him. KDB has no issue finding him. And normally he's not even gone past that player. Yeah. Hey, there you go. You said it there. The Q word. Quality.
Yeah.
Quality.
There's only one KDB a general. Like, listen, I'm not trying to. Nah, come on.
But hey, maybe it's the quality.
I mean, your version of KDB currently is Bruno, who seems to be listening to the criticism and making people be quiet for a little bit. You must have been happy with his performance recently.
He played very well against Sociedad. Very good. Made up for that piss poor first leg, but he played very well against Sociedad. He did.
You can kind of see what.
Only player who was poor was Højlund. He's the only player I have any issues with from that second leg. Go on.
Would you say that Bruno carried you guys in the second leg?
No, Xerxes was the man of the match. Xerxes was our best player.
Xerxes was the best player. Who won the penalty?
Dogu won one. Højlund won the other. Højlund won the first. Dogu won the second.
Højlund won the first pen.
He won the first one. Huh?
And that opened up the scoring.
Yeah.
Nice.
He did. Yeah. It wasn't like no great move. He was receiving a 5. He was receiving a 5.
All right, no. Don't downplay it. He won the pen. Let's just move. See, this is where I get at. Why do you have
downplaying it?
No, you're about to give reason why it wasn't something really to be talked about.
Yeah, because I'm gonna give my honest assessment. It wasn't no special piece of skill. He was receiving a 5-yard pass. The defender crashed into the back of him. Same way Dogu's one to keep balance was silly on the defender's part. Because the defender's gone over and crashed into the
movement from Højlund?
No. He walked. He walked.
Good positional play, being in the right place, right time. No, nothing.
No.
Okay.
Because he was in the center. So
wow.
It was a great ball by Casemiro. Actually,
that's what it was a great ball by Casemiro. Okay.
Yeah, and then Bruno played a 5-yard. So Casemiro dinked a ball over the top. Bruno actually made the right decision. Didn't shoot. Squared it to Højlund. And Højlund happened to be there, and then
happened to be there. Okay.
Yeah, happened to be there because so often than not, the ball goes into the box and he's not there. So it was nice for him to be there. Like,
That's
and then
crazy.
He missed inside the 6, and then he missed after that inside the 6-yard box. But we just go bypass that one. Inside the 6-yard box on his favorite foot, and he didn't hit the target. But hey, we moved.
Wait. What? Wait, wasn't that the one pretty late where the defender came across? Like he wasn't by himself.
There was by himself. There was no defender who came across. You're talking about the right-footed one that got blocked. That was also an awful miss. But it got blocked, but it was going wide anyway. So there's 2.
Okay.
So he missed one from just outside the 6-yard box, and he missed one inside the 6-yard box.
One a penalty.
Then again,
2. Okay.
Yeah, 2 sitters. But again, he's not scored in 22 games.
No, but that winning that pen counts as the GA. Come on, let's not do that.
I don't count winning pens as GA.
What?
I don't count it as GA. Winning pens? No.
You know what?
You can take a free kick from 40 yards. It's crossed into the box. It can get flicked on, hit someone's arm, and that's given as a penalty.
No. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about where because Sterling would do this all the time for us.
If it's a piece of skill, I hear it. If there's skill involved, yes. If you step over, and go past the man and he fouls you, I go first. 100%.
Okay.
Like when we won the penalty against you, Ahmad, that was a good piece of skill.
Okay, yeah.
You won, but no, for someone squaring the ball to you and then I don't know why the defender did that. I'm still at a loss. Because he probably would have missed. You gotta understand who you're playing against. Even the dog one was smarter because he seen the guy on his way.
Højlund needs to get out of United, man.
Absolutely. I agree.
Hoyland needs to do like Sancho, like Rashford, like
Well,
Martial. Get the heck out of there.
well, man, 100%. All players who
He was scoring
were
at.
done at the club.
He's from Atalanta, right?
Yeah, he wasn't scoring at Atalanta.
He wasn't scoring over there.
His highest goal tally was 9.
Yeah, but how long? Like, did he play an entire season?
Yes, he played 33 matches. Come on, man. You know who
So-
you're talking to, man. I've done them.
So
more.
hold
You know
on.
I've got
So
the
hold on.
numbers.
Hold on. So, but this is before Ineos. So
Yes, this is before.
so
them,
they
yeah.
went out and got a player that only registered 9 goals.
Yes. But this is
All
the
right.
same ownership. You tell me who's doing a good job. But hey, we
No.
are.
Ineos. Now Ineos are here.
Yeah, Ineos, they've done well in regards to the transfer window.
Yeah,
They've
that's
done
what I'm
very
saying. When I say
Like,
Ineos,
Dog,
are
who
doing
looks
a good
like
job,
a good signing.
I say the Glazers. I just say the Glazers had more heart with regards to United before Ineos came in, because they weren't slashing jobs and not giving
jobs
away
needed to
free
be slashed.
lunches anymore.
Too many workers. Jobs had to be slashed. We had like double the amount you had, and double
you
the
think-
amount Arsenal had.
Do you think it's because
We
you don't
did.
think
We-
those
we had-
roles? No, hold
you've
on.
got
You don't
six-
think
you've got
those
four.
roles were justified when you guys were winning? You don't think all that's required for the dominance that you guys had?
No,
What?
because it increased. You know how you know this is nonsense? Because it increased after we were our dominant period.
Wait. So you increased your staffing,
Yes.
the body language consultant and all that stuff.
Nonsense.
You increased that after Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yes.
No
There's the chart.
way.
There's
No.
the chart. You go check it. Go Google it. There's a chart. You can go check it, and you watch it go up, and the chart.
Wait. So the staff goes up or the cost goes up?
The staff went up. So of course
Really?
the cost went up as well. Yeah. Told you,
Wow.
idiots winning our club. So this is
Wow.
Ratcliffe, because Ratcliffe been chatting away, been moving hella chatty. He was talking about this today or yesterday now, if you're in the UK time zone, a couple of days ago. Ratcliffe on the reception from the fan base. It can be unpleasant, and I've probably failed on having the fun front. I mean, I can put up with it for a while. I don't mind being unpopular because I get that nobody likes seeing Manchester United down where they are, and nobody likes the decisions we're having to make at the moment. So if it reached the extent that the Glazers family have been abused, then I'd have to say, look, enough's enough, guys. Let somebody else do this. They can't really come to a match. The Glazers, they've retreated into the shadows a bit now, so I'm getting all the bloody stick. We bought in and haven't seen them since. Thank you, Jim. You're doing a really good job. At the moment, I don't have security. I don't have to walk around like that. But it would defeat the object, wouldn't it? You couldn't tolerate it at that level. It just wouldn't be fun. Wow, damn. Bless for that. I had no idea he said the last part about the Glazers
That's not good.
retreating into the shadows and stuff like that. But forget all that. Like I said, in the title, he says keeping Ten Hag was a mistake. He said hiring Dan Ashworth was a mistake. So people can be now the people who actually kept on Ten Hag have admitted he was a mistake. Can we all just now agree that it was an absolutely monumental fuck up at the time? And let's stop doing revisionism now. Let's stop doing it at the time. I remember the conversations at the time about the structure and giving more time and and it's gone to shit, people. So let's just clarify that. And I was making this point on, I can't remember what live stream it was. Might have been on here, might have been someone else's platform, that there's making mistakes and there's monumental fuck-ups, and you are owner or part owner of Manchester United making decisions. You cannot make monumental fuck-ups. Certain jobs, you cannot make monumental fuck-ups when you are paid big money, and it is so important. If you own a corner shop and you give someone the wrong change, cool. You can make mistakes. You know where you can't make mistakes, people? If you're fucking flying a plane. That's where it is. There's levels to this. And that's where it is with Manchester United. You can't be making, this ain't Nice, respectfully. No. You can do this. You can do that at Nice. You can't do that with one of the biggest, just forget sporting brands, one of the biggest brands and institutions in the world and one of the most recognized badges. And these men have been on this. However, they have done well with the, what's it called? With the transfers. I think Dorgu, you see it now with the youngsters we brought in. I thought the summer was positive as well. But I'm just glad he said what he said about Ratcliffe. I know what Ratcliffe said about Ten Hag. I'm just happy now that we can just put that to bed and everyone can just shut up about it.
It's not put to bed, though. It's not.
Why is it not put to bed?
Because, and it's actually terrible on whoever was like interviewing him not to ask the question on what was it that, what was the decision? What was the rationale? What was the thinking? What was the information that had them keep him.
You know what you've done right there? This is a restaurant that sells terrible food, and you're asking, hey, what's the kitchen look like? What's the recipes like? Who's the chef? They don't want you to know that. Or this is like an artist who's part of a bad album, and you're like, who are the producers? Who mixed this?
Yep.
Who picked the beats?
No, but that's
who
why
wrote the hooks? Who are the songwriters on this? No, you don't. They don't know. What I'm saying is, Ratcliffe don't want to be answered that. I guarantee this was probably in a controlled environment.
I know, but in the comments, whatever video this came on, whichever platform,
answering that.
United fans need to be in there being like, what I just listed.
Well, he ain't
because that's the pressure. No, that's the pressure that y'all need to be putting on him. Because how do y'all prevent this mistake from happening again?
Well, he is not gonna. We can't.
What do you mean?
We can't prevent it from happening again.
No, but you can add. Okay.
Yeah. There's a reason he sat down. There's a reason he sat down with that publication and didn't sit down with me. Because if he sat down with me, I'm going to ask him the question. You know what you're doing. Dopey know who for frightened, man. He knows who to go and sit down with. He's not going to sit down with me. He's not going to sit down with content creators or genuine fans that are going to stick it on him and ask him genuine questions like that. What decision why did you decide to keep him after agreeing to get rid of him? I don't want to be answered that. Because you know why? It'll just show how stupid the decision making was and how idiotic it is.
Okay.
Same way when Gary Neville asked him the question about raising the money, and he said, "No one ever thought of that."
But it may have been stupid, it may be whatever at the time, but it's also to get them to say it, to just learn that. Because again, I'm sure that Ineos would have learned from their mistakes. So to point it out isn't so.
Yeah, sure. They then kept Ten Hag and then one got Dan Ashworth.
Yo, but Sir Jim needs to quiet. He needs to watch himself. Because if he's going to take shots at the Glazers like this, that price to buy them out is just going to get higher.
You ain't got the bread, man.
If he's gonna keep talking.
He also said as well, you're like this one. If I believe I'm the guy to turn Manchester United around, but if I don't turn Manchester United around and I fail here, I'll leave. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. Yeah, I knew you like that one.
It's interesting on how much time he'd give himself before recognizing failure.
See, and this is why we're the same, because that's exactly what I said. This is why you can't lie to me, Vato. You see what you just said is exactly what I said.
I don't lie to you. What do you mean?
No, I said this is why you can't lie to me. You can't pull the rug over my. You can't.
I don't try to. I don't try to.
But guess what? We variants of each other, Vato.
I don't try to. What are you talking about?
We are variants of each other.
What is this man talking about? I can't lie to you,
man.
I've never tried to.
Because we're both of Jamaican descent. Our families are related somewhere down the line. But that's scary that you said exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? You said exactly what I said. That was exactly my response.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
But
this is why you can't kid a kidder. When you tried it with the wall and being brave and all this rubbish and carnival, you can't kid a kidder, Vader, man. We are in Marvel terms, we are variants of each other. I'm just UK based English Mank, and you're just the sixth Canada. That's the difference.
I get all that, but this whole thing about No, this whole thing about you can't lie to me. I've never attempted to.
Yeah, sure.
I've never attempted to. And if you're gonna say that, if we are a variant, then if you're gonna claim that I've tried to lie to you, then you must have tried to do the same to me.
Not necessarily, no. You've seen Marvel films with the variants; they're not exactly the same. I'm saying some of them are much more honest than others. Some are more brave than others.
Hilarious.
One of them, what we talking about? Like Deadpool, one of them had a dog. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Even though they're variants.
And one of us will stand in the wall, one of us won't.
Yeah, sure, because you'll stand in the wall. Look at your face. Yeah, because you've been in the walls. Fucking joke, man. This guy.
Oh,
this guy can't kid a kid, man. This guy can't kid no kid.
Oh, damn.
Right? That's why you cry in tears, man.
Because it's messed up. It's messed up.
It's messed up. Yeah, because you be trying to kid kidders, man. I see you do. This is why you end up when you look at him. That's why I know Vader. You cannot kid a kid. You cannot bullshit a bullshitter, man. I know the game. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
It's the same moves. We just do the moves different, but it's the same chess moves.
Crazy.
It's the same strategy.
So
the same
he
profile. We just do it differently, but the profile's the same. Go on, joke, man.
This man said, if he fails, he'll leave.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He ain't leaving. The only way he leaves is if he gets his money back. That's the only way he leaves.
Yes. See, he ain't leaving.
So he ain't leaving. Like,
He's Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street.
he ain't
That's
going
what he
anywhere.
is. He gonna grab the mic. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. That's what he's gonna be on, man.
I hear
This guy
it.
talking about if I fail, but then I didn't watch the full interview, so I could be wrong here. But I bet he didn't further expand on what is failure and the time frame. Guarantee you, he didn't say anything about that. He gave you no dates. He gave you no goals, no achievements.
He was on a PR tour, man. PR tour. Him talking about what he was trying to do or what he attempted, downplaying.
He tries it pops. I'm telling you, man. Can't kid a kid.
Nah, I didn't try anything. This is crazy.
Yes.
The one thing that I also want to point out, because I heard about the stadium announcement as well. Another thing to put into the PR mix, get United fans a little distracted. You happy with it? You like the concept?
The stadiums. We need a new stadium. I'm all for that. Anything that generates more money for Manchester United, I'm all for. Generate
money again.
More for Manchester United, 100%. Because this is what it is. Like, we need as much. We're broke according to everyone.
Yeah. So what is this broke lie all about? What is this?
It's a lie because people like I said about Sociedad and people hyping them up. Anything anti Manchester United is going to be poured gasoline.
Like United fans
it's not going to be gasoline. It's going to be like Veta level gasoline poured on anything that is anti Manchester United. I keep telling people we are rich broke, so they're not broke.
Y'all are rich. You're not even rich broke.
No, we're rich broke in regards to, like I've used this before. If Jay-Z has $1 million in his account, he's broke. If me or you or anyone in the chat has $1 million, we're rich. That's the difference.
Yeah, but you guys aren't even broke like that either. Like this whole lie about the Glazers would have ran out of money and that's why they had to get suitors. Like,
stupid. Anyone thinks the amount of people who benefit from Manchester United and you think people are gonna let us go broke. Yeah, like Ratcliffe was there because he saw an opportunity for himself. Because even he got asked and he said, what was the question he got asked? They asked him, why did you buy Manchester United? He's like, I don't know.
That was his response.
Yeah,
I gotta listen to this interview.
Yeah,
I saw it came on my timeline. I think it's like 40 minutes long or something like that. I was like, I don't have time.
I didn't listen to that. I don't want to watch 40 minutes of Manchester United playing. You think I want to listen to the owner?
Yeah,
but the new stadium is definitely a PR. Yeah, the new stadium.
He was doing a PR tour, the Seoul stadium announcement, all that kind of stuff. I think again, with what you guys did in Europe, great result, undefeated in Europe. That's also a positive. And you said this, it's what you guys are playing for. So I think you're going to get the best out of the manager, and these players know it. Like none of these players want to have a season without a trophy. So as difficult,
we've won more trophies in the past 12 months than certain teams have in the past 6 years, but it's a whole different conversation, as you were.
Yeah, see, don't get triggered. Those of you in the chat, he's taking shots at you.
Am I taking shots or am I stating a fact?
See, this is what he likes to do. Am I taking? You can do both.
How is it taking a
fact and take a shot as well?
I can't state facts about my.
You're a lyricist. I know what you're doing. The chat should also know. Listen, I said don't get triggered.
You shouldn't be triggered. Hey, if anything,
I'm not triggered. I said chat.
No, to the chat. If anyone who's triggered by that, blame your ownership, blame your manager, and blame your players. How about that? How about don't be on top of the league for 93% of the season and not win it? How about that? Blame your manager. Don't blame me.
Don't blame your manager. Your manager has a chance to do something special in Champions League right now. So don't turn on your manager just yet.
A chance to do something special. Hype. You know what I'm saying?
It can't be done until it's done.
You know what? They're that guy in that girl's DMs talking to themselves. That's what they're on against Madrid. That's the opportunity they got. They in the DMs talking. Hello, hi, how you doing?
You know what? Speaking of Champions League, and I get it. Take your shots at Arsenal and
ain't no shots. That's stating facts.
Go win a trophy. Fact. What about the facts that have kind of fallen onto that other red club that were in Champions League?
What about you're talking about what's it called?
That happened to just be in the competition a couple weeks longer than myself. And had all kinds of talks with regards to what they were going to do. Their double. They were going to double or mini. I heard talks about a mini trouble.
You wanted to get to this, so go on. The floor is
what? You know how I was ready to talk about it. I was being dismissed when I was in the chat a few times when you were running your shows. I heard about the listen, there's only one treble. There's no mini treble. Okay, you won 3 trophies. Do not refer to it as a treble. There's only one trouble. That is
No.
Champions
There's a
League.
difference. Yeah, there's the treble and then there's a treble.
No,
The one you're
not
talking about is the treble.
I'm talking
The
about
treble.
the trouble.
The
But
treble.
the trouble, capital T, the. But I've been hearing shamelessly the club that were trying to pursue and some of them were referring to it as a trouble. Nah, don't even say a trouble. It is a mini trouble.
Okay, I'm cool with the mini trouble.
It is a mini me of troubles because, and you're not even winning that, but you're talking about winning Champions League, winning the Prem, and winning the League Cup, and calling that a trouble. That's not a trouble. Refer to it as a mini trouble. Even when you were prematurely talking about winning a quad, stop this. You ain't built like that. And you guys want to tell me, oh, you've won troubles before. Yeah, you've won a type of trouble before, but there's only been 2 clubs in England that have won the trouble. And there's a reason why we run this show together and why my man says we're one of the same coin, heads or tails, right? Because we've won the trouble, we can speak on it. Don't come on this man's platform talking about you winning the trouble. You're not. Respect what the trouble is. You fell out of Champions League. And just the show before, you're all big and bad, boasted, bass in your voice, trying to tell me about what you guys were going on to do. You know what? You know why I say I want to play the Goliaths? Because I want to be tested and I want to win it versus the best. Yeah, you know when y'all want to talk about, oh, I'll play against the weakest team in front of me? Well, guess what happens when you lose to a weaker team like PSG? You're embarrassed even more because you're exiting from a club that has no Champions League heritage. None. Heritage. They don't have any of it. And they knocked you out. Comfortably, by the way, because had it not been for a disallowed, should have been red card. Listen, ball never lies. North American, when we play NBA, when we play basketball, the ball never lies. That means
ball up top, man. Ball up top.
There you go. And the fact that you guys were so arrogant, we're so rude, we're so smug, couldn't have happened to a better club, couldn't have happened to a better fan base. Remember to be humble. My man Holland told Arsenal fans, but it relates to you. Stay humble, eh? Wait until you get that trophy and you raise your armpits and you show the world. Don't talk about being the best in Europe until you actually are the best in Europe. Because to be the best in Europe, you got to have the trophy to prove it, not just be on good form. This Sunday is interesting. I think it's already Sunday for Flawless. It ain't Sunday quite yet for me. It's going to be interesting. Better get that result. You've been blessed. Gordon's missing, right? Let's see what happens on Sunday. Liverpool fans, to earn the distinction of a trouble requires a lot. Y'all ain't built like that yet. Y'all ain't ready for it. An amazing history, but your history's missing that. All right? So just show some respect to the clubs that have been able to do it. All right? Enjoy the run in the sun. Enjoy that you've got clubs that have fallen off because you know when I've been healthy. When I've been healthy, it's a fight. We go down to the wire when I'm healthy. When I'm not, y'all run away with it comfortably. Arsenal, they're not doing their job. They've been talking a big game. They should have been there. Don't get it twisted. Arsenal should be there pushing you to the very last week. But when you've had to fight it out, when you've had to show whether you had it, when it's been down to the wire, an actual title race, a 2-horse race, nah, you ain't winning. When I'm healthy, I'm winning this. Take advantage, enjoy it. Next year, we'll see what happens. But this
summer gonna be good.
This summer is gonna be crazy because even before the summer, there's a lot going on over there at Liverpool. They can't. I'll be real with you, Flawless. They're not enjoying the season. They're happy that they won the title, but they ain't living it up. They ain't living la vida loca. Nah, it's none of that. They ain't celebrating like that because it's one of those where I'm gonna win this title. Salah gonna be here next year. Is Van Dijk gonna be here next year? What's happening here? Is Trent, my star boy, academy, Scouser, is he gonna be here next year? This is the season that they're dealing with. They ain't enjoying it. They're happy to get 20. They want to be able to talk it up. Yeah, they're gonna sing their songs. They're gonna be able to rub it in United faces, but they're not celebrating the way they should be. So many questions. This summer is gonna be a mad one, and another reason why Liverpool fans have been conflicted is this Mo Salah, who was in Ballon d'Or shouts. Don't make me go CIA. Don't make me expose Mo Salah for what he hasn't done in important games with regards to the Champions League. Don't let me break that down. When Salah was actually winning those big trophies that you wanted, when he was actually doing his thing and you guys were dangerous, he had a running mate. He actually had someone that was actually doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. Sadio Mane. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Sadio Mane was doing all that. Without him, there ain't no champs. There ain't no champs. I need y'all to remain humble. Take it from my striker. My striker's having an off year, and I think he's only 6 goals off Mo Salah. This team that's we only 1 in 14. Poor, no midfield. Who's really giving Haaland service?
Yo, Jeremy, man, don't do that.
It's by committee. I need more than one man. But this man is only 6 goals off Mo Salah, and Mo Salah is having a phenomenal year. I know it's not just goals; it's also assists. But y'all need to show some damn respect. Wait until you've won the trophies before you want to talk big and bad. You think I was talking big and bad before I was able to do it? Nah. Respect the game, and the game means you got to win before you talk like that. Enjoy your Prem. Make sure it's not just your Prem. I'm gonna be watching on Sunday. Best believe. Listen, Flawless. Your show is gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Win or lose, it's gonna be fire.
Oh yeah,
win or lose is gonna be fire. But this league, this Prem League, 2025, 2020, 2024, 2025. It's really not about Liverpool. Y'all are a foregone conclusion. Y'all have done it. You've won the Prem. Everyone's fallen off. Don C. Crying Door. I love that name. Listen, they have the Prem to celebrate, but which is a crazy term. Where's the drama? Where's the excitement? Where is it? It's in the middle of the league. It's top 4. That's where it is. So with these cup runs, and the cup runs are going to be FA Cup, Champions League, which you aren't in, League Cup. How the heck, Flawless, if I don't hear your Liverpool panel members talk about Jamie Carragher and the nonsense that he's been spewing, trying to prop up the...
Oh, they'll get onto him.
Oh, it better be automatic. It better be automatic.
You know what's crazy? What I'm trying to do next week is the crossover show with yourself and the Bayesian lot. So next week, obviously, I'll talk to you during the week and them and Barnes and Pops. You'll be able to ask him yourself next week because it's crossover week next week.
International break?
Shows. Yeah, international break. We'll talk and see if you're about anyway.
Yeah. I might have, let me link up with my agent, make sure all things line up on
that man, because that's the one people been waiting for. You, Pops, Barnes, Crab, me. Everyone's waiting for it. You know what's crazy? Me, you, and Pops are just all variants of each other. That's the craziest shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the Spider-Man meme. It's literally the Spider-Man meme.
There's gonna be a lot of counter punching in that one.
Yeah, counter punch is gonna be off the roof. You know what I'm saying? I'll see a highly technical spaz. That's what I say. Facts. Highly technical. Facts. That's what you're gonna see.
But listen, this whole drama, this whole season, how do you have so much chat and exit to PSG? How? Tell me about PSG's Champions League experience. Tell me. Make it make sense to me. Got outplayed. And the man that's supposed to be in Ballon d'Or shouts did not show up? Nah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
On that note, make sure you lot subscribe to Veta Games TV. Links in the title. We are going to be redirecting straight over to the Yardman Show, people. Veta, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up over the weekend, next week, etc.
Trust me. Listen, it's considered March break, spring break out here in Toronto, so things have been a little hectic dealing with the family. But I got to get my show back up with regards to CIA. And funny enough,
Yes,
I don't.
you do, Aljo. Yes, you need to get that up and running.
I do, and it's a balance of work and family. But I need to get the
a
show.
content creator to not be making content on a regular. Trust me, get that back up and running for real.
I'm gonna get the shows back. You guys continue to help me to get to 1K, and because I not only need to talk to rivals, I need to be talking to my fan base. My fan base are losing their minds. They're losing their minds. They're thinking that the club's not going to get back to winning ways. They think that the club is on the slippery slope to do things and accept mediocre seasons like what's happened at other clubs. They think that we're spinning out of control and we're going to end up like, no disrespect to any of you red cartels, but we're going to end up like that, where the standards are going to be low and we're not winning again. Relax. So I need to get the show back up. Bless up everybody. Listen, Flawless, thank you for having me on.
Of course, every time, man. You already know.
Rivals, you know what it is. You know what it is.
We'll talk and get a pattern. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk quickly after the show. But people, we're going to redirect straight over to the Yardman Show. So don't go anywhere. Hit the like button on here. Subscribe. Yes, I got you. My apologies. I got you, Javon. Literally, I'm on my way over there now. Apologies to Javon. Them man gonna give me shit, and rightfully so. I didn't realize the times have changed. But people, make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Javon's got a lot to say. He's got plenty to say on the Yardman Show. I think it's regarding Chelsea, but it could be something else. But crossovers, I'm trying to do the crossover week next week. So not only Man Them United, Man Them City, Bayesian Reds TV, you know, the Bayesian Show. Also the Yardman Show with the Arsenal lot as well. So I'm going to try and pattern that up. And yeah, Pops, you'll be able to talk to Veta and ask him about the 86 points. We're going to sort it out, man. We're going to sort it out. Don't forget, people, though, this show, all the other shows on the channel available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. Again, subscribe here. Subscribe to Veta Games TV, people. And don't go anywhere. Hit that. As soon as you get over to the Yardman Show, hit the like button on that video and get your questions in. This has been the Manchester United, Manchester City Man Them United podcast meets the Man Them City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. I literally see you lot in 2